Where's Ezra? Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the third home game for Loyola Ramblers. My apologies on that. We have a little technical difficulties here setting up the new microphones. We got new cameras, new computers, and a whole new sound system as this is our inaugural season for the broadcast. And we're happy to have you guys joining us here on a nice night in Glenview, Illinois. It is Parents Weekend at Loyola Chicago, and we are hosting Washington University at St. Louis. They will be wearing red tonight, and we will be wearing white, as we have an addition to the lineup. Number 26, Gino Del Monaco. He'll be playing defense alongside Alex Daimalik. As warm-ups are about 4 minutes or so till we will see the puck drop. Captains for the Loyola Ramblers are Andrew Swanson and Sam Falbo. They've been with us their entire collegiate hockey careers, and they are both seniors. We're looking to see what both these players can do, as they are 200-foot players, both on the forehand and the back check. Sam Falbo, truly a 200-foot player, as we're happy to have his parents in the house, as long as the parents of everyone else. It's nice to see the parents coming out here and supporting the boys. That's got to be the best part of Loyola hockey here, is all the support that we get from the parents and the school, where we can really build a community and just have some fun playing hockey. We're really happy to have him, and he's really taken our hockey club to the next level. I'm also joined by Andrew Belamonte Russo. He'll be doing the stats and running the live stream, along with cameraman Connell Donahue. And who else do we have? We got on social media, we got Sam Bardelli. She's making all those lovely game day posts that you all have been seeing on the Instagram. And who else is here? We got Lucas Balboa in the box. He'll be running the clock along with doing the score sheet. And then we got Ezra Gonzalez. He set everything up, setting up the cameras, operations, and whatnot. And then myself, Aaron Goldstein, doing the commentary for tonight's game. As we should have a nice game. I'm really looking to see the Blurs get a win. We're 3-1 on the season. Our star players are starting to shine. Mike Wazaloo, Peter White, Ryan Kranicki, Sam Falbo. And I'm really looking to see what other players can really get a jump start to their season. Yeah, Wazzy had a nice weekend last week with 4 points, and Ryan Kranicki. What do you have? He also had a 4-point game, and the boys are really starting to pull it together, especially on the power play. Power play is looking real hot. We know Coach K's been really pushing the boys to try to take advantage of the other team's mistakes on the man advantage here. 23 seconds left in the warm-ups, and we're going to see the boys break it down pretty soon, as they're all just kind of doing their own thing, ripping a couple pucks, as Jack Smith is going to be starting, 5th consecutive game for the Loyola Ramblers here, as we're about to get underway. And for those of you just joining in, do not forget to follow us on Instagram at LUC Men's Hockey. And on this YouTube channel, please like, subscribe, share it with your friends as we're trying to grow the program and just get as many people involved as we can in our great Loyola community. All right, we're seeing the boys break it down. I'd imagine Captain Sam Falbo was leading that speech as we're really trying to look and take 4 points this weekend and get back up to 500. Should be seeing Ryan Kranicki starting at center with his buddy Peter White on the wing. And then I think we're going to see Kalen Manuel. Those three have really had some nice chemistry. 3 newcomers to the Loyola Hockey Club. And they've been looking hot so far. And we got Wazzy and Swanee on D. They're going to be probably playing around 35 to 40 minutes tonight. Always got a lot of confidence with those two on the ice. Oh, I stand corrected. We're going to see Sam Falbo taking the opening draw, as he is truly the Jonathan Taves of our team, playing 200-foot game through and through. And here we go as the centermen line up. And here we go. Face-off lost by Loyola. So we're going to see Wash U, D to D. They're going to try to get it through. Mikey Fries picks up the puck, and he's going to play the smart play and just get it in deep. It's Kranicki on the forecheck, see if we can force a turnover. Blurs have been practicing their forecheck a lot in practice, and I'm looking forward to see how it's going. Kranicki's going to bump it back down to Peter White. Over to Kranicki. He's going to take a shot blocked as it careens into the corner. Falbo's hot on the puck. As Peter White's going to scoop it up off the cycle. A little battling for the puck. No high forward as Falbo's just going to chip it to the point. Wazzy's just going to dump it in. Down to Peter White as we're going to get a quick line change. 30 seconds hard and off. Love to see it. Nice hit there by Falbo. As Kranicki's going to walk to the middle. Shoots. Oh, and it gets tipped wide. Good block right there by number 28 in red. Puck bounces up the boards as it's going to go back. See if Wash U can go D to D. We saw NIU do a lot of D-to-D neutral zone regroups pretty well 2 weeks ago. See if the Blurs can counter that today. Hopefully they've learned from their mistakes. As Andrew Swanson's just going to chip it in deep. He carried it across the red line and just dump it down. As we're going to try to throw it in front of the net, but no dice there as Washi's going to circle up. As Noah Nagel's going to pick up the puck, get it chipped away, but he's staying with it. As the big man Zach Southern tries to do it, and we're going to get an offsides call here, 1:30 into the game. Good forecheck there by John Durkin as he's going to skate off the ice after another 45-second shift for the Blurs. We're going to see the first line back on again with Peter White, Kalen Manuel, and Ryan Kranicki. As White on the forecheck trying to force a turnover. Now, bad pinch there by Loyola as we're going to see a little one-on-one here. The newcomer, Gino Delmonico, as he's going to play some textbook defenseman as he's just going to poke it into the corner. Kranicki's going to pick it up, throw it over to Peter White, and we're going to see Gino taking up the puck, leading the rush here. So 1-on-3 here for Loyola. He's just going to shoot, and it gets tipped into the crowd. Way to drive wide. If we can get these boys tired, taking the puck wide, we could definitely be winning more 50-50 battles into the third period here. Always want to go wide off the rip because you can make the other team make some mistakes here. Blurs dump it deep. We're going to see Sather on the puck. He gets rubbed off on the boards. Puck's going to go back up to Delmonico as we see Nagel. Good puck support there as he's just going to throw it on net into the trapper, the Wash U netminder. Darren Pellegrini is starting goaltender for Washington University. Offensive zone faceoff here for Loyola as they're going to win it on the forehand. Gino over to Dummy. He's going to throw it on net into the pads. Little bouncing puck as Loyola picks it back up. Falbo right on the puck. Great back checking by him. I'm going to be saying it all night. This puck's going to get cycled around the boards. See if the Blurs can have some puck support there. Noah Nagel and Sam Falbo right on the puck there as it's going to go. Just get ringed around there to the winger. See what we can do. Throws it right near the skates of Falbo as he's just going to dump it down. As we've had some good pressure here in the first 3 minutes. Boys are really looking like they want to win. Bit of a soft change by Loyola, but Mikey Fries, he's on the puck. He's not going to take that too many men on the ice. As Swanee's going to pick it up, wheel around the boards. Hopefully, cuts to the middle, cuts to the outside, beats two guys, throw it across to Southern. We're going to see if he can drive the net. He's got a little puck support. He just throws it into the pads. Smart play. As we're going to get an offensive zone face-off as we see third line come on for Loyola. John Durkin, Griffin Rotundo, and Jack Lewis. Jack Lewis had his first point of the season last week as the Blurs fell to Platteville, unfortunately, but it's all right. We're going to see if they can get one back here. Durkin with the puck, trying to chip it in. A little floater on net. Into the trapper of Pellegrini. He's just going to cover it up as we're going to see another O-zone face-off. Blurs lose the face-off as Washue's going to wheel it around the side, chip it up to a winger, and good forechecking by Loyola as we got a loose puck, but Washue's just going to chip it in deep as number 23 takes a tumble. Wazzy with the puck. He's going to throw it to the middle, bump it to the side. Coach K's been helping him with that breakout. We look like a real hockey team. Turnover there as we're going to see Swanee apply a little pressure and force the WashU to take a dump in. As he's going to get it back with a good defensive play by Wazzy. Little battle on the boards there. Oh! Andrew Swanson with a nice clean shoulder-on-shoulder check, and we're going to see what the Blurs can do off that turnover. As Griffin Rotundo just bumps it out, and we're going to get a line change here. Little D-to-D action for Washington. As Swanee with another good step. 1-on-5 as Wazzy takes it away. Wazzy on the puck. Little reverse. He's going to... Oh, I'm sorry. Swanee's on the puck there. So he's going to reverse it. And that line, that deep pair, and they're going to be out there a lot. I love it. Throws it up to Kernicki. 1-on-3. We'll see what he can do. Kind of gets rubbed off on the boards, but he's going to get the puck back. A little bit of high hit there, but he gets it to Peter White, and there's no one in the slot. Oh, and Peter White with a 1-on-1 shoot. He scores! Peter White buries it top cheddar where Grandma hides the cookies, and Loyola has a 1-0 lead early in this hockey game. I love to see it. That was some great forechecking by all involved there. Ryan Kernicki stayed on the puck, and he just bumped it right out to the front, and a fortunate turnover, and Loyola's got the early advantage here with 5 shots. Jack Smith has not seen a single shot yet, as we're looking good tonight. Peter White, soft hands, and he just puts it above the trapper of Pellegrini, and we're gonna see. Hopefully, we can get another one here as Falbo skates onto the ice. Clean win back to Dimalik as he's just gonna pop it up to Zach Southern, see if he can get through. Falbo with the puck. He's just gonna bump it to the side. A little battling on the wall. Good puck support by Loyola as Falbo's just gonna throw it over to Delmonico. Back to Dimalik. Little off the boards pass. We're going to see what they can do. They're just throwing it around, trying to keep it away from the middle. Not letting WashU get any pressure. They come out with it. WashU's going to throw it to an open point man. And Jack Smith faces his first one of the night as he's just going to deflect that rebound into the corner. The boys are battling with it. Falbo comes out with it. Good center support by him. We're going to see Dummy take the puck up, see if he can find his buddy Nagel. As he just plays it up the boards. And Nagel's going to come across the ice, and he can't quite get there. I'm going to see the boys change 5 here. Stretch pass by Washington as they're going to make a little dipsy-doodle, but Nagel's on the puck. Sacrifices his body for a teammate to get the puck, and we're going to see a 2-on-3 here. Little shot on net there by Griffin as Jack Smith takes a tumble there, but he stays on his feet. A little toe drag. Oh, but he can't keep it on. He can't keep it on the stick there. Good effort by the third line here to keep a little pressure on. I always love when the third and fourth line can just keep the puck away from Jack Smith. Everyone's doing their job, and I love it. Little corner battle as Jack Lewis is going to pull out with the puck. Tries for the toe drag again, but it's a 1-on-2. And a slight turnover. So we're going to see Andrew Swanson come back with the puck. He's got some pressure on him. See if he can move the puck quickly. Sidesteps one guy, and it's going to be a 2-on-2 here with Kornicki. Throws it to Kornicki. Back to Swanee. Oh, throws it to the point. Jack Lewis. Shot on net. Good rebound control there as Wash U had some good defense there. And we're going to see a 1-on-0 here. As Cole Hannon, with a soft touch there, puts it between the wickets of Jack Smith. And we are all tied up at 1 here with 7 minutes into this first period. That was a good stretch pass by Wash U. Caught Loyola in a change there. Tie-up win there by Loyola as they're going to bump it out to Caleb Manuel, over to Sean Carey as he's going to bump it back to Manuel, up to Peter White. Little turnover there as Wash U is going to get the puck. 1-on-2, chip in deep. They got a guy driving the lane, but Sean Carey makes a nice defensive play. Hopefully he can keep his eye on the puck. As the puck's in the corner, they try to throw it in, but centerman Ryan Kornicki is on the puck there. As we're able to bounce it out. Puck goes to the point, shot. A lot of traffic in front. Jack Smith with good positioning there. I don't think he saw the puck at all. Peter White trying to bank it off the glass. No dice though. As Wash U makes a nice pass up the slot, and they're going to get their second goal in 3 shots. And we are down by 1 goal early in the hockey game. Failed breakout by Loyola, and Wash U does not make the mistake of missing the net there as they put it low blocker on Smitty. And I'd love to see Loyola get a little spark back. They came out so hot, even before they scored their first goal. We'll see what's going to happen here these next couple of minutes of the first period. We're almost halfway through. Falbo with another face-off win. I think he's got 4 for 4 on the day. Zach Southern on the pressure, going to get banked back to Falbo as they punch it deep. Wash U rips it up the boards. A little contact there, trying to go after the big man. He's going to stand tall as the puck squirts out to center ice, and they're going to turn it quickly. But Noah Nagel with a nice hit, and Dummy with some good puck support, helping his buddy out. And we're going to see Falbo with a little chip and chase here. Pushes it a little too far, but Southern's on the puck. He's going to dump it deep to Falbo. Hopefully you can see Nagel open in the slot. Southern tries for the wraparound to get it to Nagel, but no cigar there, as Wash U's going to have another chance. And Sam Falbo dumps number 91, and he's looking for a call. And Falbo with another block shot. You can tell he's going all out. 30 seconds hard and 30 seconds off for that guy. I'm loving it. I'm loving it from the senior captain right there. And we see 91. He's rattled as he goes after Noah Nagel. Not even the guy who hit him, but sometimes when you get mad, you just want to hit anybody in a white jersey. And we're going to see a Loyola Ramblers power play with 11:40 to go here. Now you got to keep your cool. You make a clean hit, and then you go for a dirty hit. It's not going to help your team out. And he didn't even knock Noah Nagel off his feet, so we'll see if the Blurs can capitalize off a mental mistake by Wash U. Kornicki on the draw, tie up. He's going to get a little help from Peter White as Dummy punches it deep. White with the puck. 1-on-2. He makes a little move, bumps it down to Falbo. We'll see. He's got his head on a swivel there. So he's going to pass it up to Kornicki, trying to set something up on the power play. Bumps it down to Falbo. Up to Kornicki. Drop pass to Wazies. He's going to throw it back to Kornicki, but he makes an errant pass, and we're going to see if Wash U can make something of it. Shoots it into the pads of Jack Smith, and he makes a strong save on the short side. As we're seeing Cole Hannon really take possession of this game for Wash U. He already has a goal here early, and he almost just had a second one off an errant pass by the Blurs. I know Coach K's been practicing the power play, but that's not what we practice. We're trying to make some connect passes. As Ryan Kornicki's going to the box, it must have been a trip or a hook or something. As we're going to see a little 4-on-4 action here. 4-on-4 action for 90 seconds. as Kalen Manuel is going to be taking the draw. Loses it clean. As Loyola is playing real passive here on this 4-on-4 so far. Got to be doing man-on-man here instead of running around like chickens with their heads cut off. Dummy with a good stick lift as Gino picks up the puck, throws it to the point. As we're going to see a good stick there by Manuel again. But he gets his he gets walked as they're going to throw a shot, shoots and scores. Not what you want to see in man-on-man coverage from Loyola as they drop another goal. 3 goals on 6 shots in the 4, and we are going to still be 4-on-4 halfway through this frame. All right, Sam Fabo on the draw. You can tell the boys, they got the first one, but they had 3 unanswered goals given up. We'll see if they can get the next tally here in the first period. Wash U's they definitely were asleep the first couple minutes, but they've definitely picked up their game. So we're going to see Wazzy make a nice play, but he can't get possession as the Blurs collapse a little bit on defense. Sam Fabo out to the point, forces a bad shot, and we're going to see the Blurs can pick it up there. A little bit of a hook on Wazzy as he's going to walk with the puck up, and we're going to see a 2-on-2 here. Wazzy and Falbo. Hard back check by Wash U. We're going to see Wazzy with a little dipsy doodles to the backhand, passes off to Falbo, but he can't get it off in time. Falbo's just going to cycle it around. As Wash U makes not the best turnover, and we're going to see Wazzy with the puck, shoots, whiffs, shoots again, blocked. Puck's going into the corner as they're just going to throw it down for a possible icing. As the refs make a good call there. Jack Smith could have played that, but I'm happy he didn't because now we got an offensive zone face-off here. 4 seconds left in the Wash U penalty, so they're going to have about 30 seconds of power play time, see if the Blurs can hold them to the outside and not let them get any good scoring chances against Jack Smith. All 3 goals have been right from the slot. If we could just keep them to the outside, we have a good chance to win this hockey game and score some more goals, or at least not give up any. As Gino makes a nice little play on the boards, he gets rubbed off. Manuel's going to help him, just throw it over to nobody. As we're going to see Wash U come with the puck, but they make a slip. Oh, and Manuel puts him on the ground. Peter White's going to pick up the loose puck, see what he can do here. Go wheeling around the boards. He gets rubbed off by 2 people as Wash U's going to skate the puck up. 2-on-2 here, they're going to throw it up, and Delmonico with a good stick as he blocks the pass. A little bit of a turnover there. We'll see what the Blurs can do here. As Dummy picks it up, he's going to chip it up. Wash U's going to have a little regroup, and we'll see what they can do here. See if they're going to pass it back. They're just going to cycle it around as the power play comes to an end. We're back to 5-on-5. Steal by Kernicki. He loves walking up that right side. Chip past Dummy. We're going to see a 3-on-2 here with a hard back checking Manuel. Ow, nice back check there as he's not able to give Wash U anything to work with. Dummy blocks the puck, sacrificing the body on the play. Delmonico's going to throw it up there. Might squirt out, but I'm not thinking it's going to happen. Manuel, a little pressure there as he's going to force a turnover. Ramblers chasing after a loose puck. Little board plays. Kernicki's going to have a 1-on-3 here. We'll see if he can make something out of it. He just pokes it deep, whereas we're going to change 5 here. Get some fresh legs out with 8 minutes to go in this first frame. Sam Falbo on the pressure as Wash U is just going to pass it D to D. Go for the weak side as we made a bad pinch there. But we got Swanee on the back side. I feel like I haven't seen him in a bit as he's going to battle hard in the corner. Try to muscle off the Wash U players. They throw it to the point. Flip shot from the point, and Wazzy's going to pick it up. It tries to throw it up the middle, but it gets blocked as Wash U is just going to punch it back in. Swanee's got his head on a swivel there as he's going to throw it over to Wazzy, trying to make a nice breakout pass. Nagel can't catch it, but he's going hard after it, and he's just going to chip it in deep, make the smart play. He had no play there. He just tries to chip it in. Sometimes you got to force a turnover and just get after the puck. As it's on the wall there, Swanee gets taken down, but he's going to stay after it. As you can tell, Swanee's got a chip on his shoulder tonight, so he's going to come out with the puck, throw it across to his D partner, So Mike's going to hit the brakes and just chuck it down deep. Forcing a turnover. 2 turnovers there. Swanee's got it back. Throws it on net. Loose puck in front. And we can't find it. Well, Mike's got his head on his shoulders well there as he's going to make a pass up to Jack Lewis. Throws it to the middle. Southern can't catch it, but it's a loose puck. See if a Rambler can get it. Now, dummy with a good stick there, but it's still going to be a 2-on-1. Swanee forces off, just saving another odd man rush there as he's going to throw it up the boards, see if we can get it out of the zone here, get a little bit more pressure. As shots are 7-7 here in the first frame. For those of you just turning in, Loyola Chicago scored the first goal, and now they are down 3-1 here against Washington University of St. Louis. As we're going to see we could have seen a 2-on-1 there, but Swanee's just going to go on a 1-on-3, kind of get rubbed off, but he might stay with it. Puck's on the right side of the ice. Is this going to get bumped down for an ice? If we can win the race, and we just barely win the foot race. Good thing we had Pete back there. His first shift of the game. I mean, they don't call him Speedy Pete for nothing, as he's able to win the foot race and get a fresh 5 out for Loyola. We're going to see Peter White take this draw. You want a righty winning it on his backhand. He's going to tap it through the legs and throw it to nobody. Oh, we could have made that play work. I call it the Fisher. His dummy is going to bank it up back to Krenicki, see what he can do. Throws it low, juicy rebound, but nobody can capitalize. Washi's going to poke it out of the zone. We'll see if we can get a change there. Dummy's going to throw it back up to Krenicki as he's going to throw it on net. And we're going to see a continuation of play there as it's bumped over to the Washington University player. Easy breakout for them as we're playing a 1-2-2 passive right now. As WashU wheels up the left side, and Dummy's able to make a good poke. See if we can get a turnover there with Krenicki on the puck. See if we can force a turnover and try to get the puck up the ice. As Manuel's going to with it, and he's not making the decision quick enough, as we're going to see a 3-on-2 here. WashU shoots it, they miss the net. Didn't have to test Jack Smith on that one, and we're going to see a 1-on-2 here with Krenicki and White, as the Loyola Ramblers going to get some fresh legs on after that defensive error. WashU's going to wheel the puck up the ice and chip it to the middle. Swanee pokes it, and Jack Smith with a nice save with the waffle board as he's going to bank it to the corner. Loyola Ramblers failed to get it out of the zone, and we're going to see Swanee chasing it down in the corner. Hits the break, see if he can make something of it. Throws it over to White. It's going to be a 50-50 battle as he's going to lay the body. Force a bad play, but it's going right back to the WashU defenseman pinching up. Puck's on the stick of Ryan Krenicki. He's just going to chip it down. Hopefully it won't go for an icing, as it doesn't. As Noah Nagel's going to steal it. Oh, just bounced over his stick there. As it looks like we're watching a tennis match right now with the way these boys are bumping it around. Jack Smith out for the poke check. Good support by Swanee as he's able to take the puck out of the danger zone. Chipping it up to Southern as Fablo's going to pick up the puck. See if he can get on his horse. And he's going to wheel to the net. Can't make anything of it, though. If he had gotten it on his forehand, that would have been a goal for sure. Dymalik's going to have the puck there as he tries for a pass to Southern, but it's not going to go. No icing there. Oh, delayed call there. As we're going to see a offensive zone face-off for WashU. Clean win by WashU as they're going to go D to D. See if we can get in the shooting lane. Little cheeky tip, and Jack Smith with a soft save. That puck, I don't even know if it had enough pace to cross the goal line. Fortunately, Jack Smith didn't have to let me make that choice. As Zach Southern's going in for a 1-on-1, he's going to steal the puck, throws it to Nagel, but he can't get a stick on it. As WashU's going behind their net, trying to set up a breakout here. As we're applying a little more pressure here, we got two in the right in front of the goalie. As they make a clean breakout pass, it's going to be two forwards rushing up for WashU as they're going to try to get a shot here. As Dymalik angles him to the corner, good back pressure by Sam Falbo. Shoots right into the chest of Jack Smith. And we're going to see, you hate to see that. Noah Nagel had a bit of time there and throws it down the ice. as Loyola's not going to be able to get a change here. Hopefully Sam Falbo can win the face-off here and get some fresh legs on the ice. Loyola Ramblers unable to get a change there, as Sam Falbo is going to be taking a draw for them, and he's able to win it clean over to Delmonico. Throws it up the boards. Wash U defender is going to keep it in. Throw across ice to his teammate. As they throw a flip shot on net, Jack Smith with a good save. And Delmonico had some good defensive pressure there. Dummy's going to get a stick in the lane as they still get it off. Jack Smith with one save. There it is. There we go, boys. I love it. Right into the trapper of Smitty. And you can tell he's thinking, get me some new guys. As he just saved 4 shots, maybe 5, in a span of 45 seconds or so. Ryan Kranicki on the draw. Hopefully we can get the puck out of our own zone. I feel like I've been turning my head to the left a lot these past couple minutes. As Wisey's going to pick it up, gets hooked. As Swanee's going to help him out there as he tries to wheel through the center of the ice in front of Smitty. Swanee with a little pace. As he's going to split the D, lose the puck, and Washi's going to get it, but goes off the skid of Manuel, and he gets hit in the knee. And we're going to see a power play here for Loyola as Kalen Manuel gets hit knee to knee. And Blurs can't make anything of the 6-on-5, but it doesn't matter because we're going to have an offense's own draw. As Cole Hannon's going to skate to the box. I feel like I've been saying his name a lot tonight. He's been all over the action for Wash U, but he's going to have to take a seat for 2 minutes as we got just over 2 minutes left in the period. Hopefully the Blurs can get one back here. I'd love to see a Sam Falbo garbage goal assisted by Kranicki. Blurs lose the draw as Washi's going to throw it down. A little bit of pressure on Wazzy as he's going to make the smart play over to his buddy Dummy. Pass it up back to Mike, and we're going to set it up, try to get a little something going here. A lot of backhand passes there, or backhand catches, I mean. As Dummy's going to walk in, chip it over to Falbo, who catches it nicely, trying to set it up on the power play in the final couple minutes of this frame. Dummy's going to take a look, chips it right in the breadbasket of a penalty-killing Wash U players. Nobody can find it, and they're just going to throw it down, trying to burn a little off this clock, as we'll be on the power play for the rest of the period unless we can get a goal here. Peter White with the puck's going to skate it up right through center ice. No one's really coming at him as he's going to try to pass it, but he gets the puck back somehow. Oh, I would have liked to see a shot there, but setting it up is never a bad play. As Kranicki's going to throw it over to Wazzy. Back to Dummy, see if they can pass it around nicely. Puck gets bounced off a defender's stick over to Kranicki as he's going to dump it down. Sam Falbo on the draw, and as Peter White tries to stuff it on the short side, he knocks off the net. As we're going to see a fresh three fresh penalty killers for Washington as the boys set up the puck with a minute to go in this period. Kranicki's just taking time. We're going to see, I think he wants some of the boys to change as we see Zach Southern coming on the ice, along with Gino Delmonico making his college debut. Zach Southern with the puck on the right side. See if he's going to throw it to the point up to Kranicki. Throws it cross ice to Wazzy as he's going to pass it back to Gino. Keep your head up, Gino, as he passes it over to Kranicki. No lane there as Wash U is stuffing these passing lanes like a Thanksgiving turkey. As Mike gets rubbed out on the boards, we're going to see Falbo on the puck. He's been on the ice for almost 2 minutes. As Falbo over to Southern, back to Kranicki. Kranicki shoots, misses the net as the power play comes to an end. As we're going to see Wazzy play it to the feet. Gino makes a bad play there, but Wazzy's able to help his partner out as the frame comes to an end. Ramblers 1, Wash U 3. And we're going to see what Coach K is if he's going to make any adjustments. I would say there's not much he could do because except for that short little time frame when the Blurs gave up those 3 goals in about 2 minutes, we've been looking good. Boys have been passing well, skating well, protecting the goalie well, except for that little bit. So Boys are just going back to the locker room. We'll see if they have a little second wind in this second period. And now we're going to hear for our intermission reporter, who is not ringside, but he's up in the booth with myself, ABR. Take it away, ABR.
Welcome back to another Blues hockey game here at Glenview Ice Arena. Today I'm working on stats and our intermission report. So far it's been a decent period. We're down, but you don't like to see it. We got to get out of our defensive zone. We're spending way too much time. We got to push the puck and drive down the ice and really got to focus on stopping dump and chase. Really drive that net and put some pressure on them. As well as I'm noticing too, our breakout's looking a lot better than it has in the past, and I think that's thanks to Coach K. He's really helped our team to improve on that and to help create smarter hockey among our team. And lastly, I'm just going to say we got to focus on level-headed, smart hockey here. We're playing pretty good, and if we keep that up, we'll have a great second and third period. Other than that, that's all from me for now, and we'll catch you in the second period.
And welcome back to the second period of Loyola Ramblers hockey. In the fifth game of our season, hosting Washington University at St. Louis. As the boys slowly trot onto the ice, we're going to see if they can close this 3-1 deficit here on a Friday night. For those of you just tuning in, Peter White scored the first goal, and Loyola looked real good as Wash U still had a little car legs early in the first period, but then they turned it up, scored 3 goals in a short amount of time, and then we just saw a lot of back and forth hockey, not too many good chances for either team. As I'd really like to see Loyola move it through the neutral zone and try to get some chances on net, drive it to the net, get some garbage goals, collect the trash, and try to get a victory here in the first of 2 games as they host Washington University. I'm joined up here in the booth by Andrew Belamonte Russo and Ezra Gonzalez with Connell Donahue on the camera as we're about to get underway here in the second period. Sam Falbo skating out to the center ice. He's 7 for 8 on faceoffs tonight as he wins another, making it 8 for 9. Throws it back to Swanee. Falbo's going to bank it up as Peter White just knocks it in deep. Wash U netminder coming out to play it as Kranicki's on the forecheck. As there's a little battle on the boards. As Wash U's going to squirt it out, and Andrew Swanson taking a hit to make a play as he's knocked to the ice, but look who has the puck. Not anybody. That's what I love about Swanee. He's always willing to take a hit to make a play, even if he gets knocked on his behind. As we might see an offensive zone face-off here for Wash U. I doubt it because they chipped it out. They're going to throw a fresh 5 on the ice. We're going to keep the same roster. Sam Falbo on the draw. Wins another backhand face-off as it's getting thrown back to Swanee, but he can't complete the D-to-D pass. So we're going to see Wazzy go into the corner hard as a little center support there from Falbo as we're getting a little board battle on the left in the left corner. Kranicki's on the wing here to start the second. As puck's going to the point, flip shot on net. Jack Smith deflects it to the corner as we're going to just chip it out to center ice. Force Wash U to try to turn up as Noah Nagel steps on the ice. As we are playing a solid 1-2-2 here tonight. Nagel on the back check as Wash U. Oh, ice is a little sticky still. It might be a little wet. 1 forechecker coming in for Wash U as they might be having a too many men on the ice penalty. Not too sure what's going to be the call there. As Chicago's going to throw a fresh couple guys on the ice. Love to see Zach Southern get a garbage goal, the big man in front of the net. As we're going to have an offensive zone face-off. Nagel on the back, trying to go for a backhand win here over to John Durkin. Durkin's going to get it, poke it out to Delmonico. So he's just going to throw it into the corner, trying to avoid any shin pad breakaways. As Southern rubs a guy out, so we got 3 below the goal line there for a minute. Little dipsy doodle though by Southern. He's going to make a player lose his stick. We'll Wash U with some good puck support as they're going to break it out here for a 2v2. Dummy on the back check. Good gap control by the kid. As nothing's going to inspire off that play as Loyola's going to try to break it out. Makes an errant pass there. Throws it to the slot right in the breadbasket of Jack Smith. Good positioning there by Smitty. We're going to see Coach K throw the first line out there. He's got a couple first lines tonight. Kranicki's going to lose the draw there as the puck goes up to the point. It's a little battling out there on the left side as Kranicki's going to have the puck. He's going to throw it to the corner out of harm's way as Wash U's going to clear it for us. They're going to set up. Little college breakout there with the center swing. It's going to be a 3-on-3 with a couple back checkers. Hard drive there by 38 in red. As Puck's going to bounce up. It's the Ocean of Michigan, and he gets stuffed there by Manuel. Blur's trying to set something up here with Swanee on the puck. Going to throw it over his partner, Wazzy. Banks it up to Manuel as we'll see if he can just ship it out of the zone. And he does, up to Peter White. See what he can do with a little bit of space. The lone goal scorer for Loyola. As he's going to drive it on the back end. Gets hooked. No call there. As he throws to Manuel. Oh, Manuel, he was looking 5-hole. As the puck's going to roll back. And we're going to have a 2-on-1 here. As Mikey Fries with a good stick there. And Washiu's not going to be able to get a shot on goal there. I love it. Zach Southern picking up the puck. 3-on-2 with a back checker, and he's going to chip it right into the stick of the back-checking WashU player. Fresh legs for St. Louis as he has a little 92 with a little dipsy doodle. He's going to pass it down to his line mate, pass it up to the slot. But good stick there by Southern as Loyola's going to have it back as they pass it right into the skates of a red jersey as Mikey Fry's just going to throw it out. Good rebound control by the WashU netminder. As we're going to see an offensive zone faceoff here for Chicago. Sam Falbo on the ice. That's the guy you want to see taking a faceoff. Going to go for a forehand win there. Try to win it back to Gino Delmonico. As it goes to Southern. He's going to bump it up to the point. Pinched by Delmonico. We got 3 white jerseys on the puck there, but not able to come up with it. WashU's going to throw it up to a winger and just stay with the puck there. As he patient plays, they're just gonna make a couple simple passes, try to get the puck below the goal line. No Nagel with it. He's gonna wheel, a little stop and go action as he's gonna bank it up to Southern. WashU again wheeling around the boards as they're gonna make a blind pass to nobody as Blurs can't capitalize. Shoot right into the pads of Alex Dimalik, and we almost had a shin pad breakaway there. As Falbo almost gets lucky there with a mistake by the tender. Sam on it. You know he loves the forecheck. As he's on the puck there. He's a leader on and off the ice as he's going to get the back check, but no cigar there as the puck's going to get back to a white jersey and they're going to throw it down for an icing. Great back check there by Sam Falbo. Fortunately, we couldn't make anything of it. I'd love to see Loyola just take a little longer with the puck on the back end, try to set up a neutral zone regroup. That's all right, though. Coach K's been working a lot with the boys on their timing in the neutral zone. Once we can get that, we'll be a much better hockey club here. Tie up on the draw as Dummy's just going to ring it around to his defensive partner, trying to see if we can get it out of our own end. As we see another knee-on-knee. Hopefully Delmonico's okay there as he just gets kneed, and we're going to see Jack Smith skate to the bench. As Rotundo's going to go behind the net. And good drive there by the freshman. I'm liking him as a power forward, driving up the side on his forehand. I'd love to see him get his first goal of the season tonight. But we're looking at a Ramblers power play as Kernicki's going to skate out. Fabo might be a little tired, but, doesn't affect him too much. He's got the legs of a horse there. As power play 1 comes out, another knee-on-knee penalty. As you can see, the boys getting a little rowdy on the bench. They want a goal. Another penalty for Cole Hannon. That's 2 in a row. 2 knee penalties and 1 interference. He's all over the score sheet tonight for WashU. Goals and penalties. Kernicki's going to lose that draw as Falbo's right on the puck there. He's going to take a look. Cycle it down to Nagel as we'll see what he can do. Oh, no, pardon me. That's Peter White. Peter White's going to throw it up to Wazzy. Over to Dummy. He's going to set it up. Try to make a nice pass there. Back to Kernicki. Kernicki with a lot of pressure on him as he's going to throw it over to Peter White. Down to Mike, back door. Oh, and Delakamp bears it going out to the front, and no cigar there. As Loyola is not able to capitalize on a real nice passing play there. Back to the fight. Shoots. Oh, off the waffle board there. Back to Dummy. He's going to shoot again. Shoots it low. Little bit of a juicy rebound as we see Peter White on the back check. Could be a 2-on-1. Jack Smith with a nice save there. He looks very composed there on the 2-on-1. As Loyola's going to get the puck back, they're going to throw it up to Peter White. Little drop pass for Kernicki, and he's just going to dump it in. Nagel on the ice now as he fails to get the puck out, and we're going to see them dump it down. Chicago might lose this foot race as they throw it to nobody. Kernicki's going to have the puck, and we have a 3-on-2 here for Chicago. Southern and Delmonico. Kernicki's going to do a little toe drag right into the trapper of Pellegrini. Both goaltenders looking real calm on a lot of those shots, even if they're scrambling. Looks like we're going to see power play unit number 2 coming out for Chicago here. 6 minutes into the period. Got Kalen Manuel on the draw, as he's going to lose it on a tie-up, and puck's going to get thrown down the ice with Andrew Swanson on the chase. Smitty's going to come out and play it, leave it for his defenseman. See if the boys can set something up here. 30 seconds left on the power play. Delmonico with the puck. He's going to get knocked off it with no pressure, as we got both defensemen on the forecheck. I'd love to see that from the forwards, as Swanee's going to go with the puck, and nobody's paying attention as Wash U at a cherry picker there. But fortunately, a smart pinch by Noah Nagel, and we're going to have the possession back of the puck there. As they throw it up to Swanee, he's going to take a shot there, shoots it wide with a good shot, with a good angling off there by the penalty killer. Delmonico's a 1-on-2 on a power play, as the power play's going to come again, throws it to the slot, and it's going to go to nobody, as Swanee can't get back, and we're going to see Cole Hannon with another breakaway, shoots 5-hole. Jack Smith throws it a 5-hole. He's not giving him anything tonight. Zach Sathern's going to pick up the puck, see if he can take a little ice, as the boys are trying to get a change here. Sathern wheels up the wing, see if he can drive the net. Tries for a toe drag with the poke check, as Wash U is just going to chip it up to the middle. Chicago with some fresh legs on the ice tonight, with some check legs. Oh, we see a little friendly fire as 2 players try to hit Zach Sathern, but they end up hitting each other. The big man is pretty slippery there, and we might see an injury timeout here for Washington. Hopefully no one's injured. You know, they did call a whistle, but he's up pretty quickly. Must have just got his bell rung. See a neutral zone face-off here for Chicago, as a fresh Kernicki's going to come out on take the draw. Boys have looking hot these the first 6 minutes of this period. As Peter White, Kernicki plays it to Peter White, and he just dumps it in. As puck is going to dribble out, as Wazzy throws it on net. Swanee's going to get it, just dump it in deep. Try to keep some sustained pressure as John Durkin on the puck, slipped under his stick. As Washy's going to chip it out, but can't keep possession of it, as Wazzy's just going to bump it up to Durkin, as he's going to throw it on net, just out of the reach of Peter White. And Washy's just going to transition real quickly. They've got some good transition hockey here against Chicago, as we're just playing a little pitch and catch here, as they've had a pretty Washy's had some solid forechecking against us in the neutral zone. They've been locking us down, but Kernicki's got the puck. He's going to curl and drag, trying to bumped it off his stick a couple times. As the puck is going back to the neutral zone, we'll see if we can get a little quick regroup here, as Dummy's going to throw it up to Kernicki just past his stick. D to D for Washington. They throw it back to Peter White. Let's see if he can make something of their turnover. He's already done it once tonight. Throws it to the slot. Dummy just barely keeps it in. Looked like it just squeaked out there, as the Blues are going to go for a change. Try to get some third or fourth liners on the ice here. Just cross the red line and chip it in deep, boys. Just need a lucky bounce. 2-on-2 action here as they throw it to the slot, but a good stick by Delmonico throws it wide. Delmonico tries to chip it up just off the stick of Nagel. As Washy's going to chip it in deep, as Nagel's going to come in. Good puck support there. But he turns it over back to Wash U, and they're going to throw it right to the slot. Shoots, great save by Jack Smith, and they hit the iron off a second save. Jack Smith didn't give him much. He had to go top corner on that shot, but unfortunately for him, he just hit the iron. Noah Nagel's going to throw it to the point for Wash U, and second try, and he's just going to chip it out. It's going to be a foot race. See if Sam Powell can win it. No dice on that, but he's going to keep some sustained pressure as he lays a good body check with some good puck support by Zach Sathern as he's going to bump it back to Dummy. Dummy shoots it on net, as we're going to see an offensive zone faceoff for Chicago here, halfway through the frame. For those of you just joining us, welcome to the stream. Loyola Chicago down by 2 goals here, halfway through the game. Shots are pretty close, And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at LUC Men's Hockey, where you can see game day notifications, events, and all other sorts of interesting content. As Peter White loses the face-off there, but good puck support by Keelan Henry. We throw it on net, a low shot. As Peter White gets hit right up high. Little extracurricular activities as Peter White gets a shot right to the head. He gets right back up, though. And you can see the official talking to the defenseman after he protected his goalie. I'm liking the pressure from Loyola, though. As we're going to see a penalty from number 22, Luke Kornhaber. As he's protecting his goalie, but he's going to pay the price as we're going to see another Ramblers power play. I believe this is our fourth power play of the game. I'd love to see the boys make something of it. Little tie-up win there by Peter White as he's going to bump it over to the point. Dummy throws it over to Mike as Mike's going to step in. Good edge work there. As Mike throws it to Dummy, we're going to see a shot here right into the shin pads, and we're going to see a breakaway here for WashU. See if Dummy can catch him. It's a 1-on-0. Jack Smith. Great angling by Smitty as the other team can't even get a shot off. Peter White with the puck on the counterattack. See what he's going to do. A little dipsy doodle there. Walks through the defender. Takes the hit to make a play as Falbo with a great puck support going to come up. And we see Peter White get hit again. And we're going to see a 5-on-3 here unless the boys score. As that hit was later than I am for class sometimes on Peter White. As we see him go to the ground, get hit up high, but he gets right back up. As you can see, the boys really want a goal here. 5-on-3. Let's see. We might see a 2 and a 10 here for unsportsmanlike conduct. I mean, there was no advantage to that cross-check. Probably just 2 minutes for cross-checking by number 2, Michael Carzola. As WashU's got 2 of their top defenders in the box. Sam Falbo on the draw. He's going to lose it. A little bit of pressure there by Peter White with Dummy on the forecheck. He's going to get the puck, just bumped by him. As a 1-on-3 here for WashU. He's pivoting to back, skating, as Wazzy's just going to pinch him to the corner. We got a 1-on-3 here for Chicago. As we can see the forechecker for WashU just trying to kill the time. And hopefully the Blurs can try to spread the ice out here, as they just lost about 25 seconds of power play time. Peter White with the puck. He's going to get rubbed out as Loyola's going to clear there. WashU's going to clear it, but Dummy blocks it. And they're just playing a little pitch and catch. Weak side play over to Kernicki. As there's something going on where I can't see, as someone's holding on to Falbo's stick. He's a good-looking guy, but come on. As the puck's going to get banked up to Dummy. And we're going to have a 5-on-2 here. Come on, boys! As they blew the whistle too early. As number 91 on WashU might have an equipment malfunction. The whistle is blown early. Kernicki with the puck in the slot. He shoots and scores. However, they're not going to count it. As the fans are wondering what's going on. Maybe a broken stick. We're up here in the press box, so there is a bit of a blind spot. As I'm seeing a broken stick on the ice. As we see number 91. I think he tried to hit Kernicki and might have fallen and hurt his own wrist or something. I can't really see to, but we see Captain Andrew Swanson coming up trying to just ask what is going on. As the boys are just confused as what's going on. But we'll be back in a minute with an update on what's going on here. So I believe Ryan Kernicki and number 28 on WashU, Adam Fogel, are both going to get 2 minutes for roughing or maybe wrestling or touching sticks or maybe a little tummy sticks. I'm not too sure on that one. Should be offsetting, but we can see Coach K. He's a little agitated here. I love seeing the emotion out of the young coach there. He's been a great addition to our team. Real really has worked the boys into shape with his organizational skills, line combinations, and just overall leadership skills. "11 minutes into the second frame, we got a little bit of confusion going on as there might have been a broken stick, injury timeout, roughing, as the Loyola Ramblers were on a 5-on-3. Might be 2 offsetting penalties. I think it was going to be an injury timeout because number 91 on Wash U lost his helmet and glove and stick and maybe an elbow pad or something. It was kind of looked like a yard sale out there. And he skated off to the locker room. I hope he's okay. We'll probably have the trainer take a look at him as the captains and the officials are deliberating right now, trying to figure out what's going on. My colleague up here in the booth says it might have been a shoulder injury, maybe a brachial plexus injury or something, maybe a collarbone, not too sure. I am not a doctor, but it looks like we're at a pause here in the game. So grab some more popcorn and continue enjoying the show. The music's back on, and we can see both coaches talking to the officials, as one coach seems to be a little calmer than the other, as the sense of humor of Sam Bardelli is coming out here with her music taste. As I think there might be 4 players in the Wash U box, maybe 3, maybe 4, and the coach is yelling at Trotsky right now, who's in the box. I don't know why he's yelling at a player who's not even playing, but whatever. Well, I'd just like to say I appreciate all of our enthusiastic fans for coming out here, supporting our team on this late game, which is going to go later after this 10-minute delay. As the referees have not signaled what the penalty is going to be. I see 4 Loyola Ramblers on the ice here, and it looks like it's going to be a 4-on-3 for Chicago. Sam Falbo, Peter White, Andrew Swanson, and Wazzy are going to be lining up for the draw here, as refs still have not signaled the penalty. It's probably a 2 and a 10 or something. Can't really tell. We can hear some of the fans yelling, "Drop the puck," and I couldn't agree with them anymore. Let's play ball here. Sam Falbo is going to kick it through to Peter White. White's going to pivot with the puck as he gets tied up. See if he can win this 1v1 battle on the boards. He's going to try to wheel it around. Sam Falbo with the puck support there, trying to bump it up to Swanee. And Swanee's going to take a look, throw it across to Mike as he's going to make a wiffle ball pass as the Wash U defender can't hold on to it, but still is able to throw it down the ice. Swanee's going to lackadaisically get the puck, try to make something happen here. As we got a 4-on-3 after all that deliberation. Throws it up to White. White's going to drop it to Swanee. Over back to White as he's going to wheel around the net, trying to set something up here. Wazzy with the puck. He's got his head on a swivel. He's going to go over to his sweet spot. Over to Wazzy. He's going to take a look here. Throws it on net. Shoots and scores! Tipped in front by Sam Falbo. And the Blues make something happen. Let's go, baby. Sam Falbo with his second goal in 2 weeks, and he's going to bury the biscuit off kind of a muffin shot by Wazzy. It was kind of a shot pass, but Falbo right where you want him, in front of the net, collecting the garbage. And we're within 1 of tying this hockey game. A couple guys go out of the box, as we're going to see some 4-on-4 hockey, as Loyola is not going to change it up. Falbo's still on the ice. He's going to win the draw back to Swanee. Makes a backhand chip up to Peter White. He's going to chip it ahead to Falbo, and we're going to see Falbo. He's hot right now. You know he wants that second goal of the game, as Swanee's going to walk to the middle. See, he takes the slashes. He's going to drive on the forehand as the penalty's about to expire here. As they throw back to Swanee, but he can't catch it. Swanee, good positioning there. As Peter White's going to pick it up, see if he can razzle and dazzle. And he does. Walks to the middle. Shoots. Nice block there by the captain on Wash U. It's a 50-50 puck, and it's going to squirt out of the zone. Swanee with more good positioning as he's going to come up with it. He plays the low-risk game, defending the puck well. Doesn't want to have Jack Smith tested. Little battles on the boards as Peter White's going to come out with it. As he keeps his head up, going to make a nice little ankle breaker there, maybe 2. Throws it up to his partner. As Falbo's going to lose the puck there, but he knocks number 10 in red and keeps control of the puck as the boys are just trying to make something happen here as this penalty is dwindling down. Looks like it might have been a double minor for Wash U after that long intermission. And in 9 seconds, we're going to see Ryan Kranicki come back onto the ice. Possible breakaway chance for the rookie here as he is leading the team in points with, I think, 8. Sounds about right to me. As Loyola is going to need to get another player on the ice as they only got 3. For those of you just tuning in, we got 7 minutes left in this period, and it's 4-on-4 with the Blurs down by a goal as Noah Nagel loses that draw. And we're going to see a Ramblers power play coming up here in about 5 seconds as Dimalik is going to get the puck, rub off the forechecker there, see if he can get a little puck support. He doesn't as Jack Smith strong on the post there. Delmonico's going to chip it out to his buddy Southern, who throws it up to Nagel, chips it ahead, but we got no weak side winger there as Washy's just going to dump it in. As we got a lot of dumping going on right now, just passing it off the boards. Kranicki's going to come out with the puck. He's got good poise as he's just going to skate through center ice, see what he can do. And he's going to just make the smart play and dump it in deep as the netminder is going to come out and get it, pass it to his partner, defenseman, as Delmonico makes a good play there and keeps it in the zone. We're going to see a little pressure here from the Blurs here as Zach Southern with the puck hits him with a little pivot, throws it down to Kranicki. We'll see what he can do. A little toe drag as he's going to walk out with the puck, see if he can make something happen. And he's just going at a snail's pace right now, and no one seems to be going after him as he's going to just throws it out of the zone. As Gino's going to pick up the puck, throw it to nobody, and we're going to see a turnover. Little 2-on-2 action here as Washington throws it to the middle, over the net. Rebound save, and it hits the side of the net. Jack Smith closed it off real nicely. Not sure if he got a piece of that off the rebound. Net might have gotten knocked off there as we're going to see Wash U just kind of freeze the puck here, trying to burn some time off this clock. Gino strong on the puck here. The freshman's looking good in his first game as the Blurs just knock it around. Gino with a little toe drag, see if he can take some ice. Throws it up to Nagel, can't catch it, but Kranicki's right there with a little puck support. Blurs puck support has looked real good since the tail end of this first period. As Washy's just going to throw it down, and we're going to see Peeper 1 come out as Jack Smith is just going to leave it off for Wazzy. Wazzy with an assist on that last goal. Passes up to Peter White. He's going to be shifty as he's going in a 1-on-4. Bumps it off to Kranicki. Good puck support by Falbo. Kranicki sees his partner Colin. Going to throw it to a little bit of empty ice there, but the Blurs are going to get it as Swanee hits him with a little edge work there, working up the right side. Drops it to Peter White, off to Kranicki. He's going to shoot. Oh, good glove save there by the Wash U netminder as Falbo wasn't able to tap that in. As Peter White's going to chip it through to Kranicki. Shot's tipped, and a nice sliding block there by number 67 in red. As we're going to see this penalty just wind down as the Blurs had a couple good chances, but they couldn't get it off in time. So Wisey's going to wheel up. You know he likes to skate it coast to coast. Passes it over to Swanee. See what he's going to do. On the back end, he's going to wheel. Ooh, as he trucks number 67 down to the ice. Forces a turnover, though, and puck gets bumped out to neutral ice. The Blurs still off sides as they're going to chip it in. It should be an icing. We'll see. And we're going to see a offensive zone face-off for Loyola as we might have some tired penalty killers out there for Wash U. Even though they're not on the penalty kill anymore, they could still be tired. They've had a long shift. They might have been out there for about a minute and a half or so. As the shots are 21-25 in favor of Wash U, as we're going to see Noah Nagel take the face-off, trying to win it on his backhand, I would imagine. He wins it. Dummy's going to step in, shoots, gets blocked. John Durkin's going to go for the puck. Can't get it, but he's still on the puck as he gets rubbed off there a little bit, tosses it to the middle. Dummy's going to pinch in, throw a flip shot on net, shoots, oh, juicy rebound, but the boys couldn't bury it as John Durkin's going to get knocked over and lose the puck. As a guy steps into Zach Southern, gets tumbled to the ice. Drop pass, going to be a 3-on-2. Great save by Smitty, and he's going to make a second one as he clears the second rebound, and Dummy's going to bump it up the boards. But Blurs lose the puck there, so we can see Gino just trying to get it out of harm's way. Zach Southern with the puck as he's trying to get it out of the zone. Tied up. Nobody can find the puck on either team as they're just going to throw it down below the goal line. As Dummy's trying to throw it, play a little pressure, and we might see a penalty or something. Oh no, the net got knocked off after the Wash U team throws it wide of the net. Blur's going to get a fresh 5 here with 3 minutes left in the period. A lot of pressure from the boys right now. I'm loving it. Fans are loving it too. They're getting rowdy. After that last goal by Sam Falbo, the team's looking good. Centermen taking their positions as Kernicki's going to lose the draw, but Peter White's right there to help him. Puck's going to the point. Flip shot blocked by Kernicki. Good pressure there by the centerman. Wazzy's going to throw it around to his bud, defensive partner, and puck's going to get up to Caleb Manuel. Haven't seen him on the ice in a bit, but I'd love to see the rookie get a goal here, or maybe just a big hit as he throws it up the middle. Kind of a blind pass, but the boys got some good puck support there as Peter White's able to help out his teammate with the errant pass. As Swanee with that might have saved a goal there with a good defensive stick by Andrew Swanson. Little puck play on the sideboards as Swanee makes a little toe drag. He's going to drive wide, gets hooked, but he's still got the puck. A little stop and go action on the backhand. Going to flip it to the middle, just over the stick of Kernicki, but he picks it up, throws it on the ice. Peter White, and it's going to be, oh my God, that was a tic-tac-toe play waiting to happen, but the boys just can't bury. As Peter White's going to toe drag it to the front, and it's going to get wide as we might see a breakaway here for 92 in red. He's going to wheel in, and he tries to stuff it, but Jack Smith with 2 great saves. Jack Smith, Player of the Year, potential for Loyola Chicago, as the boys just go back up the ice like nothing even happened. That's the kind of goal you want. Pass it double. Oh, Kernicki with a nice pass to Peter White in the slot there, and it just gets tipped out of play at the last second. Jack Smith with 2 great saves at point blank. That's the best kind of goal you can have on your team. When you can have him make 2 saves, defender comes in, and he just throws the puck right up the boards for an offensive chance. You have no idea how confident you can play with a goaltender like that. As the face-off win, Dummy's going to barely keep the puck in the zone as the puck's in the feet of Zach Sather, and it looks like Alex Dimalik just barely pulled the puck out. Even though he pulled the puck out, I like how he had his body in front of the puck, preventing any Wash U on-man rushes. Sam Falbo on the draw. He's going to go for the push. Hits it between the wickets of the other centerman, and we might see a Loyola regroup here. Tommy with some good edge work. Falbo is going to chip it up. Little pitch and catch between Nagel and Falbo, as Nagel's going to try to drive. Takes a slash, one-on-one, shoots it low, hits the waffle board of the netminder as he plays it into the corner. Zach Sather on the forecheck, supported by Falbo. We see if the boys can get the puck out. A little bit of battling. Gino's going to pinch again. I've liked his pinching so far, but on that, we're going to have a 2-on-1 for Wash U. As they're driving the net, right into the feet of Alex Dimalik, and he made a nice save there. As I really liked how Gino, even though he got burned, he went right to the front of that to protect his goalie. I'm loving that from the boys. Protecting your goalie is a great play. That's the kind of defenseman you want in your hockey club. As we are approaching the final minute of this middle frame here, Washington University of St. Louis at 3, Loyola Chicago at 2. Sam Falbo on the draw here, as he's going to lose the draw, back to the point, right into the stick and skates of Zach Sather, and the puck's in the corner. Nagel pursuing. Sam Falbo with a little tip, and Nagel's just going to bump it out. And we'll see a little D-to-D regroup from Washington as they are just going to chip it. Falbo with a solid hit. Maybe next time they'll think twice before getting in his way. Puck's going to squirt out to 10 in red as he's going to walk the middle. Shoot! Good rebound control by Jack Smith off the shot from the slot. Falbo with the puck. Great back pressure by him as he's going to bump it up to Sather and see if the boys can get it out here as we approach the final minute. You can tell the fans are getting a little aggressive here, as I'd like to see the Blurs get it out of the zone. Puck's in the corner. It's going to get bumped to the slot, but they can't handle it as we're going to see Dummy get it. He's just going to make the safe play and just chip it out. And it won't go all the way down, but I don't think the boys are going to get a change here. Southern with a light pressure. We're going to see some fresh legs on the ice here for the final 30. Kernicki with a little back pressure. He's going to steal the puck, see if he can make something of it. can't quite get it as puck's going into the corner. I don't think we got fresh D out there. Love to see the forwards get it below the goal line so we can get some fresh defensemen as they're going to chip it up, and it's going to be a 2-on-1 with Kernicki and Peter White. Oh, just went a little too far, but he's still going to throw it to the slot. But Kernicki can't bat it out of the air. As we're going to see a 2-on-1 here as Loyola's going to get caught in a change there. Andrew Swanson on the defense, and it's just going to get hit right into his skates as he makes 2 blocks as 93 in red cannot believe that the clock ran out on him. As the boys won this period 1-0. I'd love to see what they can do in the third period. As we see some of the players going out to congratulate Jack Smith after a really excellent period there. And as the boys skate off, we'll see the Zamboni come on, and now a word from ABR about the second frame. Take it away, buddy.
Well, that was a much better period. Looking back at it, I'm loving the physicality in this game so far. I'm hoping the boys keep it up in the going into the third period here. There's gonna be a lot of words said in that locker room right now, and they're gonna they have this winning mentality in this game and going so far in this season. And that being said, obviously we have seen some dirty plays from Wash U, but the boys are keeping their heads on their shoulders. They're staying level-headed, and we're playing good, clean hockey here. Lastly, I'm going to touch on our regrouping in the neutral zone. It's looking a lot better than it has, and we just got to keep that up because, like I said in previous period, the boys were taking a little too much time in their defensive zone, which is why they gave up those 3 goals. Going forward, I think they learned from their mistakes, and they're playing really good hockey going forward. Thank you, and we'll see you after the break.
And we are back for the third period of this exciting hockey game here in Glenview, Illinois, with the Loyola Chicago Ramblers hosting Washington University of St. Louis. We are down a goal, and boys won that last period with a power play goal by Sam Falbo, and I'd love to see them continue that pressure. Coach K rolling the lines, and just all around good play by the boys. I'd love to keep I'd love to keep the pressure on. Wash U, they're a quick team. They regroup well. They get it in deep. They got good shot blocking. They blocked a lot of shots that last period, probably 10 or 15 shots. My partner's telling me it was probably closer to 20 maybe, especially from Ryan Kernicki. He must have had 4 or 5 shots that were blocked, along with Peter White. And we're going to see both those guys on the ice to start the period, with Sam Falbo at center. Swanee and Wazzy on the back end, as we are underway here for this third period. Clean win by Sam Falbo, as Swanee's going to bump it up. Peter White throws it down deep. WashU netminder is going to come out to play it. Passes it over the stick of Peter White, as he's just going to chip it out to a swinging center, as we're going to see a 2-on-2 here. Shoots. Great save by Smitty, as he's able to bump that puck right to the corner. Little chip and chase there on the boards, as Andrew Swanson's going to come up with it. Good pressure by him as the boys, throws it right on net, and Jack Smith's going to make 2 good saves. They lose the track of the puck. Fortunately, it's on the stick of Ryan Kernicki, as he's just going to dipsy-doodle through the neutral zone, but lose the puck. Getting a little too cute there. Should have just thrown it in, as WashU's going to have an opportunity, but they just throw it in. So what we should have done there. Puck's in the corner, as we see Dominic try to chip it out of the zone. Sam Falbo coming in to support. You see the puck on. We see 3 Ramblers on the puck there, as Jack Smith hugs that post real tight, and puck is tipped off by Dumluck. Good stick there, great positioning there. As we're going to see the Ramblers try to get a change, and Kernicki's just going to throw it down and get fresh legs on the ice. Noah Nagel on the puck, as we see Dom Vansel is going to just fire it on net from the blue line. Smart play by him. Southern with a little bit of possession, as he forces a turnover. Back to Vansel. He's going to go to his partner. Dummy's going to keep his head up, as he's just going to pass it up. Hits off a stick, and Jack Smith is going to come out and block it. 50-50 battle here. We got to win this foot race. A little battling in the corner. Nagel's going to help out his buddy. Wing around the boards. Cut to the middle. See if he can beat him on the outside. As we see both players go down. Great puck support by Chicago there, as Zach Savins going to wheel through the neutral zone. Hopefully he can throw it on net. Try to get a rebound opportunity with Johnny Durkin coming to the net, as Nagel throws it from the point. Kind of a knuckler, as the goaltender had a little trouble, but he makes the save. Durkin on the puck. He's going to chip it back over to Gino, as Gino's going to throw it on net. Puck's in the corner. Banks off to the front. Almost got it there, as we're going to see a little bit of action there, as Zach Southern takes a bad penalty there, and we're going to see a WashU power play, as there was a little extracurricular activities in front of the net, as it's a 6-on-5 here. A little bit of shove in there in front of the net. The boys were forgetting to play the puck there, and we're going to see the Ramblers take their first penalty of the game. That is not coincidental. Zach Southern's going to go to the box. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Got to stay disciplined in this third period, boys. Can't have too much roughing that's not related to the play. If there's no puck, the refs are going to call it every time. The lines are a little blurred when you're going for the puck, at least in this league. As Kernicki with a tie-up draw there, puck's going to go to the sidewall. As Swanee's going to play it off, as they throw it down low. Little backdoor pass. Slips under the stick of 2-4 as it goes back to the point. Kernicki trying to angle him off as Peter White's in the lane, and he got just enough of it. I'm not sure if Peter White blocked that shot or maybe he tipped it just a little. However, the puck goes off the end glass and into the netting. So we're going to see another offensive zone face-off. 15 seconds into this penalty kill for Chicago. Puck win by WashU, as they're just going to go to the point, throw it back in. Wazzy's right on the puck, and he's able to bump it to the corner. Peter White and Swanee, as the puck's a trip out, we can see Kernicki if he can win the foot race. He applied a little pressure there, but not enough to steal the puck for the breakaway. as WashU is going to wheel through the neutral zone, take it wide as they're trying to set up for this power play. Apologies for some technical difficulties on our end. Not too sure what's going on. As WashU throws it from the middle, and Jack Smith is able to block it with his glove, deflecting it into the corner. WashU gets the puck back, throws it to the middle, blocked by Peter White, and they throw it all the way down the ice, forcing the WashU netminder to play it over to his back-checking defenseman. A little bit of soft pressure there by Sam Falbo. You know he wants that second one of the game. WashU's going to throw it up to the neutral zone. Good pass. They're going to drop it off. 3-on-3 here. Falbo head on a swivel. He's looking for the weak side. You know they're trying to set it up D to D. Swanee, smart play there, not to leave an open man, as the puck is blocked and goes right to the crashing forward for WashU, and they're able to put it top corner. Hard for Jack Smith to save the puck. From right in front of that off that juicy rebound, as WashU is going to go up by 2 goals. Goal scored by number 38, Brock Risberg. As we're down 2 with 16 minutes left in this period. Bad penalty by the Blurs, and WashU made him pay. Blurs are going to get the puck back, see if they can make something of it. They go to D to D. Vansell to Dummies. Dummies just going to try to chip it up, as Falbo with good puck support. See if he can get the puck below the goal line of WashU, as it's in the feet of Dummy. He can't find it, as WashU's going to wheel in. Good stick by Vansell, trying to force the puck to the corner, trying to edge him off there. So we're seeing a little bit of passive defense there from the boys. Wide open shot from the point, and they're going to throw it. Good block by Sam Falbo as the puck's in the corner. WashU's going to wheel around, looking for the point. Dummy's going to block it as the puck gets chipped out of the Ramblers' defensive zone. See if the Blurs can get some fresh legs on the ice. Looks like they got a couple boys on the ice. It's WashU with a simple breakout, and they're going to get it below with a little shot on goal, and Jack Smith's going to cover the puck up as he wants some fresh legs on the ice. Got to keep them rolling in this third period. .15 minutes to go in the final frame as the Blurs get another face-off win. Kranicki's going to chip it back to his defenseman, and we'll see if the boys can get it out of the zone here. Swanee with a little dipsy doodle as he's going to walk around 2 players with ease. Take ice, find the open man, seeing Keelan Manuel just dumping it in. See a little forechecking there from Peter White and Kranicki. Hopefully they can pull the puck out of the boards, try to make something happen here. See, Manuel's going to lose the puck. Kranicki's going to block it down, and we might see a foot race here. But the freshman, Gino, he's going to come back as he's getting hooked up. But he's able to keep his body in front of the puck. Not allow anything to happen there. That could be too detrimental for the boys, as Swanee's going to lose the puck. Rare for him, as the puck's going to get cycled around, D to D, passing it to the slot. And Jack Smith's going to shut the door after WashU makes 4 good passes. Peter White's going to scoop up a gift there, and he's going to wheel up the right side. Throws it from a sharp angle, but he can't find the back of the net. 2-on-2 here with a back-checking Manuel as they're going to shoot, as WashU's going to shoot. Puck's deflected into the corner. They throw it out to the middle. Vansell with the puck, just going to chip it away to the defense on the other team, and they're going to make a nice cross-ice pass and a slap shot from the slot, but he hit a muffin. Looks like the muffins you get at Damon Dining Hall there, as the boys are going to stuff a couple lanes, but not get the puck back, as Dummy's going to keep blocking it, trying to chip it out of the zone. The boys are scrambling as they're going to throw another shot. Nice block by Vansell there. He's right in front of that, trying to tie up his man. Kranicki with the puck, see what he can do here, as the rest of the team is going to change. Kranicki, smart play, throw it to the corner. 5 new guys come on, as WashU scoops up that dump and see if they can do it. But a block pass by Wazi, as Falbo can't quite reach the loose puck. Bad pow. Oh, just squirted out of the zone there for WashU as they're going to wheel up the left side, drive the net, shoots, and a rebound. Oh, Jack Smith makes the first save, but no one was there to tie up the stick, and they just collect that goal, making it a 3-goal lead for WashU. Looks like
not on it. And assist by 10.
Yeah. As WashU's going to extend their lead to 3 goals here with 13 minutes left in the final frame. Blur's got to shift gears here if they want to have any chance to come back in this hockey game. John Durkin with a little steal there, as we'll see if the third line can make something happen. Coach K's he's been cycling his top players real well here, but I'd love to see some other guys try to get a chance on the forecheck here. Puck's getting banked around, and WashU's going to throw it in to the cross corner as Gino's just going to chip it out of the zone. Puck looked like it went off sides there. Just barely squirted out of the zone there, so the Blurs are going to be able to get a neutral zone face-off. As WashU's going to get a fresh 5, we're going to keep ours here in the third period. For those of you just tuning in, it is 11 o'clock on Friday night. 12 minutes to go in this third period. WashU 5. They've scored 2 this period. Loyola has yet to get a goal in the final frame. They're down 3. Jack Lewis with the tie-up, and it's going to get banked back to Gino Delmonico making his debut. Swanee's just going to bank it up to Lewis. See what he's going to do here. Banks it up to Durkin, and Swanee's going to chip it deep below the goal line. No forward pressure, no forecheck there, as WashU is going to just pass it up the boards as they fumble it a little bit. See if the boys can try to get a shot on goal here. They don't, and we're going to see an odd man rush. 3-on-2 for Washington as they drop it off, walk to the middle. Jack Lewis is going to tie up his stick just long enough to keep the forechecker out of the slot. WashU is going to cycle it down. Swanee's on the puck. We'll see if he has any open wingers to pass it up to. He's going to bank it off the boards. Hopefully we can get the puck below the goal line. We can't, as the puck is back in our own defensive zone. We've had a lot of time in our own D zone this period. As suicide pass to Jack Lewis. I'm happy he didn't get blown up there. Able to squirt it just ahead. As WashU cycling it around in the neutral zone. They're going to get the puck back, chip it in deep. Dom Vansel on the puck. He's going to backhand it up to Manuel. Can't quite get it. Good stick there by Gino. As the Blurs still struggling to get the puck out of the zone. Vansel is going to get rubbed off the puck there as the forechecker for Washington loses their stick, and we blindly throw it for an icing, as there's going to be some tired boys on the ice for Chicago here. Looks like they were on for about 2 minutes so far, and hopefully we can get the puck out of the zone and get some fresh bodies on the ice. Kranicki on the draw, loses it clean up to the point, wide shot. That wouldn't have even hit a soccer net. As a wild tip, doesn't even get to Jack Smith, as Dom Vansel's going to have the puck. Takes a look, going to throw it up, and we're going to see Peter White here with a one-on-one. Hopefully he can drive the net, shielding the penalty. We might see a penalty shot here as he gets horse-collared down to the ice. Peter White with a good chance there. We're going to see a Blurs power play, possibly a penalty shot. Looks like we're going to see a penalty shot here for Peter White. He already has one tonight. We see number 28. He committed the infraction, and he's not in the box. So we're going to see a penalty shot here. First of the year, Peter White, the junior. Great to have him on the team. And hopefully he can make them pay for that. He found the open ice. He had the speed. He drove the net, and now he might get rewarded here if he can close it out. Ref's telling everyone to get off the ice as White's going to come in. Picks up the puck. He's coming in off the right side. Wheels real slow. Puck on his backhand. Taking a look. Shoots. Freezes the goalie. And the goaltender for WashU with a nice poke check there as Peter White can't convert on the penalty shot. As Peter White tried to go he tried to freeze the goalie, get the netminder down, elevate on the backhand, but a good poke check denies the rookie his second of the game. Sam Fabo on the jaw, clean win up to dummies. He's going to walk to the middle, shoot it, blocked, go in the corner. Fabo right on the puck there. He's taking a look before he gets to the puck. A little bit of puck support there from Wazi. I think he might be playing forward now. Coach K with a couple line adjustments here in the final frame. I don't blame him. Fabo's going to get the puck, see what he can do. Gets checked, and puck's going to squirt out of the ice. Could be an icing if Dummy can win the race. as he can't do it as Wazzy's going to help him. And we're going to see a one-on-one here for Nagel. And he gets taken down. There's going to be no call. As WashU with an easy conversion there after they just won the foot race on the icing. Little toe drag around Vansel, and he's going to, as we just got a gift there, as he could not convert. As Vansel's on the ground, boys got to get their game together here if they want to have any chance here. Dummy into the zone here. He's going to stop skating, lose the puck. As we're going to see another odd man rush here for Washington. 3-on-2, no back pressure from Loyola. As they make it a 3-on-1, and they shoot. And a great save by Smitty. And puck's deflected in the corner. Weak side pass up to Peter White, trying to win it. No puck support there. And we're going to see WashU with another chance here. Jack Smith with another great save. I feel like I've said that 5 times in the last minute. WashU's has had probably 3 or 4 grade A chances due to lack of puck support by Chicago. As Peter White is hammered into the boards, but he still is able to get the puck to his line mate. Swanee throws it to the middle, with Manuel getting tied up in front of the net. Manuel hit from behind as they're going to throw it to the point. Delmonico with a little spinorama on the point as he's able to make a safe play. Throwing it over. Kernicki's going to pick it up, see what he can do. Throws it cross ice as it's blocked. As the puck's going to get back to Loyola. Kernicki's going to have the puck, chips it up. Peter White with a little backhand pass, but it gets deflected. Jack Smith coming out to play it as he's going to throw it around the net to his defenseman, who's going to take up ice up the middle. He's looking for options, crossing the neutral zone red line. Gets it to Jack Lewis, who just touches it a little bit below the goal line. As we're going to see WashU just skate it out of the zone with no forechecking. And we might have another breakaway here for WashU as Peter White coming back, saving a potential breakaway chance. Blurs fail to get it out of the zone as the defensemen pass it up as they just hit the side of the net off a little below the net pass shot. Walks to the middle. Saved by Jack Smith. And we're going to see a power play here for Loyola as number 93 hits Alex Dymelik a little high. And that seemed like a sympathy call in my opinion because they missed a hook on Kalen Manuel right in front of the net. But either way, good for us as we're going to see power play 1 skate on the ice. I would say this is a must-score opportunity on this power play. Sam Falbo on the draw. Clean win up to Wazzy. He's going to chip it back in with a lot of back pressure, but no one's going to be able to get it. As WashU's going to chip it out, and they're going to have another odd man rush. Walks in, high and wide. He missed the net by so much they basically gave up a free turnover. As Wazzy's going to intercept the pass, walking into the zone on the left side. He's going to throw it to the net. Not a lot of pressure there as the Blurs fail to keep the puck in the zone. Swanee back with it. He's looking for options. But I think he's just waiting for his guys to get out of the zone. Passing it back to Kernicki. He's pressured. Throws it up to Peter White. He's angled off on the boards. See if we can get some puck support. As WashU's able to kick it out of the zone. And they're going to change, let's see, 1, 2, 3 players. As Andrew Swanson's going to curl up the ice. You can tell he's trying to play with some urgency. As he drops it back to Kernicki, he's going to walk through the ice. We'll see if he can score, possibly from a sharp angle, or maybe dish it over to White. And he throws it right to Saturn! Up the slot. Saturn was right down Main Street, but he couldn't convert there. As WashU is going to ice the puck for the 3rd time on this power play. And Wazzy's going to pick it up. He's looking for options. Throws it over. Cross ice pass. Saturn's going to try to pick it up. It looks like he did. He tries the toe drag. But he's pressured by 2 guys, and he still has the puck as it's chipped up the boards and all the way down. 4 times that WashU has iced the puck. My partner here is holding up 4 as we got 20 seconds left in this peeper, trying to get something going. Swanee's going to take his options, throws it over to the wing. Gino's trying for a toe drag as Swanee with a good hit. Blurs with a little physical play on the boards as we got 4 guys. Manuel tries to throw a hit as the penalty is going to expire. As we got 6 minutes left in this period. WashU's going to wheel up the left side. Swanee picking up the puck, trying to make something of it, loses it. Gino's going to pick it up. Little reverse there as he passes up to Southern. Southern tied up, and the puck's going to go all the way down. No icing there as Blurs get 5 fresh legs on the ice. WashU passes it up to the left wing side. They're taking their time in the neutral zone, just trying to run out the clock. Charging up the left side, throws it to the front. Good tie-up by the boys there. They can't pick it up. WashU's going to wheel up the left, try to do the same thing. We look like we're playing very passive defense right now as the boys try to chip it out. Puck goes to the point, shot blocked by Dummy. As WashU is circling the puck around, trying to get something going. And they're going to shoot blocked. Puck's behind the net. Vansel's going to pick it up, see if he can backhand it out of the zone. Looks like he got stuffed there. Puck's going back to him. Kicks it up to Lewis. Can't pick it up as he's just going to bank it off the boards. As WashU is going to have another neutral zone regroup with minimal pressures. They're just going to walk up the middle of the ice. Too many men there for WashU, but not called. Johnny Durkin with a nice hit there as forces a turnover. Vansel's going to throw it up the boards as it's a turnover, and we see another dump in by WashU as they have been able to successfully get the puck over the red line and dump it in all game. Odd man rush here for Washington as they shoot it, blocked partially by Dom as he's going to bank the puck into the corner. WashU back with the puck, give and go right into the breadbasket of Smitty. That was a textbook give and go off the sideboards by WashU, and surprised they didn't score that. That was another grade A chance they couldn't convert on. As Jack Smith slid out to the top of the crease and really cut off the angle well there. As Jack Smith hits 50 saves, 50 shots on goal for the night. Puck's banked up to Noah Nagel as he's going to take a little ice, throws it to Wazzy. We're going to have Falbo crash on that. He's going to pick up the puck, gets hooked, no call there. Falbo still with the puck, throws it to the middle. Wazzy can't convert. See if Nagel can make something of it. As the puck's going to go up to the boards, and WashU's going to ice it. Swanee winning the foot race there. 3 minutes and 36 seconds left in the hockey game. As the Blurs have gotten outshot by probably at least 20 shots this period. They haven't been able to get it over the red line. And I'd love to see them pot a quick one here. Maybe a Falbo face-off win back to Swanee for a low shot, maybe a tip or something. Puck's face-off's lost. Nagel's going to try to win the battle. He doesn't. We're going to see a 1-on-2 here. Good, nice pinch there by Andrew Swanson. As the puck's going to get down below the goal line. A little soft pressure by the Blurs here. As Swanee's going to win a puck battle. A little puck support by Falbo. See what they can make of it. Try to get it below the goal line. Try to set something up here. Blurs aren't going to get the puck, and we're going to see a 3-on-3 here as the puck gets missed, and Sam Falbo is going to be able to take a little ice. 3-on-2 with a back checker. See what he can do. Maybe a little drop pass. Throws it off to Wazzy. Shot got blocked. Deflected into the corner. Falbo with a nice forecheck there. As the puck's going to get bounced up to the middle, we're going to see another 2-on-1 here, but Falbo with a great back check, and he's going to force the WashU player into the corner. As the clock has not been running for like a minute and a half, no one's paying attention. Advantage to the Ramblers as they keep playing and trying to wheel and deal in this extra time that we've been gifted. They finally get it started, probably 30 or 45 seconds. As it's a 1-on-2 here for Washington as they get the puck deflected out. Good play there by Alex Dimalik as he's going to pass it over Kernicki, who passes it to White. 1-on-4 for White as he's going to wheel the side, gets hooked, and he shoots it off one leg like Phil Kessel, but into the right arm of the Washington netminder. As we got 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the period. And Krenicki's going to win the face-off. His winger's going to help him as we throw it to the point. Tough shot there, but the NIU, we're not playing NIU. WashU netminder is able to soak that one up real easily. Face-off win by the Blurs. Back to Dummy. He's just going to make the smart play and throw it down. Little pressure there by Kean Manuel as he's going to pick up the puck, throw it to nobody. He was trying to throw it to Peter White as Peter White's going to win a stick battle on the boards. As Dummy's just going to throw it in for his third shot in 15 seconds. As we see Ryan Krenicki snow the goalie, trying to bait the Washington players into a penalty. He didn't snow him directly, kind of on the side. But I like how the boys are crashing the net, trying to get those garbage goals. As we see a little chirping going on in the final couple minutes of this game. As a little bit of a confusion with the lines, who's going on the ice. As we see Jack Lewis lose the face-off. A little bit of pressure by Dirks as WashU is going to get a nice clean breakout. 2-on-2 here. Passes it high and wide and gets right back to their defenseman. As the boys are trying to force a turnover, they shoot it right at Smitty's head, but it goes over the net. WashU cycling it around pretty well. They've had some good D-to-D passes. They throw it to the slot, but a little bit of a tie-up, and they can't get anything off it. Puck is tipped out of the way of 24 in red as WashU keeps circling it around. Blurs can't seem to get any sticks on the puck. They've got a couple sticks in lanes, but they can't see it on the puck. As Jack Smith just covers up the puck. As you can tell, 52 shots on goal is taking its toll on the sophomore netminder. Face-off lost by Loyola as Jack Lewis blocks a shot. Puck's in the corner, and it's going to get banked up to the point. NIU defenseman showing a lot of poise and cycling the puck as no one is attacking. As WashU is throwing it at the puck around, passing it. Like it looks like they're on the power play right now. They're actually set up in an umbrella position with 2 in front of the net and 3 up top. As they're just trying to run out the clock here with 1:30 left. As Noah Keane with a nice shot block, seeing if we can get a possession, trying to get a couple shots on goal, make this game a little closer. As there might have been a penalty called there. Correction, that was a offsides. Must have hit a WashU forward as it was thrown back into the zone. Sam Falbo with another face-off win. The boys go D to D, up to Southern. We'll see if he can drive the lane. Puts it on his backhand, wheels around the net, tries to throw it in front, but there's nobody there. Sam Falbo on the forecheck, trying to block the lane as the puck gets thrown up and into the bench. So we'll see an offensive zone face-off for Chicago. With 1 minute remaining in this game. Sam Falbo with another clean win as Zach Southern's taken to the ground. Loses the puck, and you can tell he wants it back. Little saucer pass up as Falbo on the back pressure. Delmonico with a blind turnover. Tries for a little dipsy-doodle, but Peter White, he's got some good skills, even though he turns it over. As we can see, WashU just trying to run out the clock, keep the puck in the perimeter, and then wait for a pass to the slot, and they do. Shot blocked by Swanee. As the boys need a little pressure. We just see Peter White get hacked. He looked like a lumberjack there, number 22. I don't know if they have lumberjack studies at Washington University, but maybe that's his major. I don't know. As the puck just gets chipped up to Swanee, he's going to pass it over to Dummy for the last 20 seconds of this game. A little D-to-D passing, and the boys are just trying to run out the clock here. As number 92 throws a high hit on Krenicki, you can tell all the boys just want to get out of here. As the clock's going to wind down, and the Loyola Ramblers are going to lose 5-2 here. And we'll see. As we're seeing a little bit of extracurricular activities, as we're going to see a little fight here Now, all these games, if it's a close game and it gets chippy, we always see a little bit of action here. Just a little pushing and shoving. Nothing too crazy. As we can see the fans getting into it as the number 90 pointing at the scoreboard. Big man there, number 90. I'm sure your parents are proud of you with your unsportsmanlike conduct. Refs aren't going to call anything as the game's going to end. We'll see them shake hands tomorrow. Yeah, we can see Patrick Bart still chirping as they skate off the ice with the Loyola Ramblers consoling their goalie after a loss. I will say, after this game, I liked the first couple periods, but the third period they looked flat. And next game, which is tomorrow at 9:50, I'd really love to see them play all 3 periods instead of just the first 2. Yeah, we're going to see no handshake after this game, but that's because in the ACHA we always see the handshakes after the second game of the series. So after that little scrum at the end of the game, refs are cleaning the ice as we're going to see the stick guys take them off. And I'd like to give a shout out to Samantha Bardelli on the music and social media, Lucas Balboa on the score clock, Murphy Lawrence on the photographers. Be sure to check out his Instagram at Murphy Lawrence. He does great work for us, and his photography skills are second to none at Loyola University, Chicago. Beside me is Andrew Belmonte Russo and Ezra Gonzalez. On the camera is Connell Donahue and myself, Aaron Goldstein. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. Thanks for watching.